guys, I'm Shibu with the one for an eye at ito ang Realme 6 Pro. Realme, baka naman! Tol! Anyway, the community-centric brand that is Realme will be releasing the Realme 6 Pro officially sa Pilipinas. Dito sa bansa, ito ang pinakabago sa line ng phones mula sa Realme and the community is so hyped at eto na nga siya. First look on the box would be of the usual yellow coloration and essential tags, phone model sa gitna at sa sides, and Realme logo sa taas, QR code sa baba, and spec highlights naman sa likod. Inside the box would be of the manual, jelly case, the phone unit, charging unit, and a SIM tray adapter. Unang sulyap sa phone at mapapawaw ka na lang talaga. First is of the lightning effect design, placed on a Gorilla Glass back. Yup, hindi na i-scratch ang likod nito. Nung una sa mga picture, parang ang weirdo nung lightning design, pero applied with the blue gradient to black, iba yung impression ng phone na to. Like it means serious business. I'm pretty sure they had some fun with the design kasi if you play with the angle of the back design against the light, you'll see how the lightning design takes shape. Build is of full metal and it has some weight. That gives a strong build impression without being a burden. Back camera is placed at the upper right side, composed of 4 lenses, a 64-megapixel Samsung GW1 with LED lights, 8-megapixel ultra-wide, 2-megapixel macro, and finally a 12-megapixel telephoto lens. Usually sa mga flagship phones lamang may feature na ganito. But it is here on the Realme 6 Pro, a mid-range phone. At the bottom of the phone unit, matatagpuan mo ang isang 3.5mm jack, microphone receptor, at Type-C connector. And the loudspeakers. Sa taas ay may isang microphone din when you're using the loudspeaker option. Mapapansin mong wala siyang fingerprint scanner sa likod and it's not also located on screen. The fingerprint scanner is actually located sa power button on the right side. Left side would be of the SIM tray that has a dual SIM card slot and a micro SD dedicated slot. So yeah, pwede ka maglagay ng dalawang SIM dito and at the same time expand its memory. At syempre, ang volume controls. Ngayon, sa harap, front camera would be a dual selfie camera on a punch hole design. Di na notch gaya ng Realme 5 series. Bezels are very thin and your viewing experience would be solid on its 6.6-inch Gorilla Glass 5 screen. Resolution is at 1080p. At eto na yon mga pre, eto na talaga, no? At eto na yon mga pre, eto na talaga. The 90Hz refresh rate. A refresh rate that is capable to exceed even yung lagi nating hinahanap-hanap na high frame rate mode that is only at 60 FPS. 90Hz tol, 90Hz tol. Like if yung game mo supported yung 90Hz, then it will happen on this phone. Now I just want to dive on that topic. Ang refresh rate. Hertz or unit per second is simply the number of changes your screen can do within a second. This directly affects the frames per second or FPS of the things that you watch such as movies and games. Normally, ang average FPS for contents and mobile games would be around 30 FPS. Pero papalayo na rin tayo doon, with 60 FPS being the preferred frame rate, especially for competitive games such as Mobile Legends. And this is usually packaged as high frame rate mode sa options. At ngayon, nauuso na nga ang mga phone na lumalagpas sa 60 FPS or 60Hz refresh rate. And Realme 6 Pro comes with 90Hz. Well, they say an average person can detect differences in frame rates of up to 150Hz. Sa gaming, ang usong-uso ngayon na refresh rate ay 144Hz, with some even exceeding 240Hz for competitive tournaments at mga membro ng Uchiha. De, joke lang. Ayan, no? Pero yung mga ganitong level ng refresh rate ay nasa usapan na ng PC gaming and high-end monitors. Pero yeah, I believe we'll live to see a day of 144Hz mobile devices, especially with the unstoppable popularity that is mobile gaming. Para sa madaling salita, ang FPS ang nagde-determine of the smoothness of anything that you see. The higher, the better. Just look at that. Kahit yung transitions between apps at scrolling animation, kitang-kita mo. FPS, tol. Smoothness in movement. Oh, and by the way, you can select in the settings if gusto mong 60Hz lang or nag-a-adjust per app yung refresh rate mo para mas makatipid ka sa battery. And back to the screen length, it is on an IPS LCD compared to Realme XT, which is an AMOLED display. Yun lang. Yeah, pero high refresh rates compensates naman ng solid eh. For the processor, it rolls with a Qualcomm Snapdragon 720G, which is 10% faster compared to its predecessor, ang Snapdragon 712 na nasa Realme XT. And I'm using the highest variant that is 1GB of RAM and 128 of internal memory. Oh, and for the GPU, it is on an Adreno 618. For the Wi-Fi, it is capable of detecting 5G networks. Ngayon, test natin siya agad sa mga laro. First is on Mobile Legends. Although hindi nagagamit ang 90Hz refresh rate for ML, it can easily run the much coveted high frame rate mode that is 60 FPS. You can have your settings be set on to ultra and there won't be any noticeable drop pagdating sa performance or kahit heavy hit. Audio is loud and clear at walang basag kahit sa max volume, at ang tanging downside lang nito para sa akin ay dahil sa located sa baba yung speakers niya, mahaharangan siya ng daliri mo kapag naglalaro. Like this. Pero kung harang ng daliri lang ang usapan, wala rin naman problema yung punch hole design ng front camera niya dahil ayun din, naharangan lang rin naman siya ng thumbs mo while playing. So yeah, if you're playing ML or any MOBA, you should play at this orientation to maximize your screen. For a more taxing game, I try running my favorite mobile MMORPG, Black Desert Mobile. Now this game has an adaptive graphics setting wherein you can set the graphics at the highest setting but it will automatically lower it once it detects any hit from your device. So yeah, in short, hindi basta-basta kayang i-run ang highest graphic settings for BDM. But that is not the case for Realme 6 Pro. I tried running my boss rushes on it, a mode na maraming ganap sa screen, and parehas siyang hindi kumalas in terms of performance and graphics. For streaming, I've used it alongside with a power mirror, and there are no drops sa quality ng wireless connection niya. I was able to properly stream and mirror at resolutions of 1080p and 60 FPS and with screen ratio that is exactly seen from my phone. As always sa mga Realme phones, it just takes less than an hour to go from empty bat to full bat. Fast charging it is. Indeed, Realme 6 Pro is a great release from Realme and a nice entry and contender to this trend of high refresh rate mobile phones. Iba eh, pag 90Hz, parang flagship yung phone mo eh, at ramdam na ramdam mo ang bilis niya. Nakakatuwa isipin that we have this trend now kahit kakarating pa lamang ng ibang games sa 60 FPS. At bilang lang ang mga lumalagpas dito. That gives you a good signal to invest on this phone as it is future-proof. Kahit ako, I plan on making this my main driver as it indeed justifies what Pro really means. So that concludes my review of the Realme 6 Pro. Let me know your thoughts by hitting like or dislike, and of course, support this video by sharing it and syempre, hitting subscribe. You can also be updated sa mga bagong videos natin by clicking on that bell icon, and of course, let me know in the comment sections ano pang mga videos, topics at laro ang gusto nyong makita dito sa ating channel. Ang inyong suporta is what makes these videos possible. And I am Shinbu with the one for an eye. Lahat kayong gamers, mabuhay! Thank you.